Good day, gentle people, it's your favorite Mr. 42. Welcome back to my channel. I've been avoiding to make a video about today's subject, but no longer. Let's jump on the Prattwagon.
Thank you, Jesus, for letting me see and letting me know.
Danny Boy here made a video with a duration of 18 minutes. Something must have triggered him. I guess life. I sped him up by 150% without making him sound like a chipmunk. If he's gonna sound like a fool, it's all on his own.
Jeff Bezos is going to space. Y'all know during the pandemic, Jeff Bezos' wealth increased by $24 billion. Boy.
Yeah, that is a lot. I'm just as jealous as you are.
It's amazing how well this pandemic worked out for the pockets of the disgustingly rich, right? They had a great year. And as we've seen time and time again, they're not held to the same standards. They're not forced to wear muzzles like we are, or they would like us to be. Of course, they do their virtue signaling when on camera, but when off camera, they seem to get caught time and time again, displaying their hypocrisy for the world to see. But of course, we've got billions of dollars, the virus can't touch you. Crazy how that works.
I know he only has millions instead of billions, but I think you forgot about the time that ex-President Trump, how wonderful to say that, had the coronavirus as well. Other rich people who caught the coronavirus include Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson with a net worth of 320 million, Tom Hanks 400 million, Prince Albert II of Monaco 1 billion and James Dolan 2 billion. You might want to check your sources again.
So he's going to space now, huh? Of course, my contention's been the whole time this entire pandemic was rolled out. When it was rolled out, because they had to do something to lock people down because the truth was spreading far and wide. And they had to contain it, control it, stop people from meeting up, talking face to face where they can't be censored, they can't be controlled. You know, like how humans did for hundreds of years before the babysitter, nanny state, internet came along, and now they can control everything we say and decide what we can and can't say. Right, you two? Susan Goebbels.
Danny boy, you seem a bit butthurt. Do you realize that YouTube is not the only video platform that you can use? Yes, you cannot upload everything to YouTube. Some things are not allowed and will be deleted. But other platforms will not delete your stuff.
So yeah, I mean, you know, all these rich billionaires, Richard Branson, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, who else? I think Boeing was in contention trying to, everybody wants to go to space. Continually fail. 3, 2, 1. But they all been trying to go to space for 30 years. Now Bezos is going to do it. So, you know, we know what to expect. A bunch of fish islands footage. Or curved windows out of the craft.
Sure, buddy. You keep denying and coming up with your fake excuses.
I guess we know that it's all propaganda. There's no way Jeff Bezos, the head of Amazon, that supplies everybody with their pandemic needs, would lie to you. There's no way. I mean, forget he made $24 billion while you were stuck at home, struggling, depending on the government for stimulus checks and or eviction protection, all that, as Bezos made $2 billion a month. Because you were stuck at home and had to order your shit off Amazon. How convenient, again.
That's what happens when you combine consumerism with mega corporations.
It's amazing how none of these tragedies ever negatively affect the billionaires.
I know, man. Life's not fair.
And now he's going to go to space and keep the delusion going for all of these mind slaves that are under the control of the state.
The only reason he says that is because he is woke and feels better than the rest of the world. Yeah. Nobody falls for that, crazy guy. You are the village idiot after all.
Due to their prison system known as a public school system, and more it is becoming exactly like a prison system, I don't care what you say. I saw that coming from miles away. That's why my kids have never set foot in a public prison institution known as the school system.
I really hope they don't end up like you.
Where they teach you a bunch of nonsense bullshit and make you think it's real because they've never lied to you. Never mind the fact they do nothing but lie to us, but...
Nothing but lies, you say. So, every engineer has been lied to and they don't know anything? So your smartphone is not a thing, your internet connection is not created by an engineer who went to school, your water heater is fake? Is that what you're saying?
Anyways, what do we got? What else we got? Oh, Russia.
Daniel, привет. Это господин 42. Чем я могу тебе помочь?
Russia.
Да, ты меня слышишь, Daniel?
They're now threatening to leave the International Space Station.
Пошел ты нахуй!
If the United States doesn't lift its sanctions from Russia. Here's a crazy idea, Russia. Why don't you just tell the world that the moon landings were the bullshit fish story they are?
There's an excellent reason for that, Danny boy. The moon landings were real. And Russia knows it.
Why don't you just tell them that, Russia? You know it damn good and well as I do and everybody else that's woken up from the propaganda slumber they've been in. You know damn good and well the moon landings are bullshit, Russia. Why don't you just expose it? Oh yeah, because that would expose your space bullshit and all the other countries around the world.
Sputnik 1 was launched into an elliptical low Earth orbit by the USSR on October 4th, 1957 as part of the Soviet space program. It orbited for 3 weeks before its batteries died and then orbited silently for 2 more months before it fell back into the atmosphere on January 4th, 1958. The satellite transmitted on 20 and on 40 MHz, which could be and have been received by millions all over the globe. Additionally, the satellite was visible at night. This was the first of many satellites.
So, if they tell the truth about the United States, NASA, well, it's going to expose their own lies, isn't it? How convenient that is. So they'll make these little threats. Oh, we're going to leave the space station. NASA has been going on about how the space station has become outdated and they want to turn it over to a private company for a long time. What was it, a week or two back, there was supposedly some space debris that hit and damaged the space station, but once again, that just goes on, no big deal. It's just like a ding in your windshield. What did Don Pettit say? Well, if you get a leak, well, then you've got a leak. In a vacuum.
If it wasn't a big deal, it wouldn't be in the news, you wouldn't know about it, and you wouldn't talk about it. Secondly, it was damage to a robotic arm, so there's no leak. We got off lucky this time.
Just all this space crap going on. So what Bezos is going to do his little trip on July 20th, the anniversary of the first moon landing. And of course, conveniently, they're sending out the first, child tax credit checks July 15th. So everybody will have a little money in their pocket to get drunk and party it up while they watch the space propaganda and eat it up like it's cookies. Man.
How do you even come up with these weird connections? Buddy, check yourself. For the rest of his video, he's just talking about himself and about Trump. And those are 2 topics I do not want to cover on my channel. So that's it for today.
So, once again, thank you, Jesus, for giving me the eyes to see and ears to hear. And I've just kind of, gotten a peace over me. But it's delving even into the flat earth stuff anymore.
Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And join my Discord to get in touch with me. Link is in the description. This has been Mr. 42, out. Don't panic.